This is Nick Baisley from FilmSnobbery here at the FirstGlance Film Festival, and I'm here today with...
My name is V.W. Scheich, and I'm the director and co-writer-producer of WALLENDA, the short film.
And for those who aren't here, obviously, they're going to be watching this later, what's WALLENDA about?
WALLENDA is about the flying Wallendas. In fact, Carl Wallenda, the flying Wallendas, the patriarch of the family, started the whole circus craze, if you will, back in 1920s Germany. So the whole film takes place back then, and the way we were able to do that was we shot it all on green screen. So all the backgrounds are all CG, all of it's composited together to kind of get you in that time travel type of thing where you look back at what circus life was like back in 1920s Germany.
What made you want to shoot it that way versus, maybe trying to do more of just a sepia tone in post or something like that, and maybe setting up, actually using physical sets, props, etc.?
Some of the fun challenges you go after when you do a short film on this kind of budget, which is non-existent by the way, is not being able to move your crew around. So we really couldn't set up a tavern interview where he learns about the job application, that his first job in the circus. We couldn't do that, and we couldn't then move to a circus environment after that, and then travel everyone over to, let's say, Germany or Russia to shoot in a big opera house. It wasn't just feasible. So we could have everybody for 5 days on a green screen stage. We were able to get all the footage, all the shots, because there's lots of stunts as well. So when you're getting 7 stories high above an orchestra pit for a high wire stunt with actors that are really great in speaking German and invoking emotion, but not so good at high wire walking, it gets kind of dangerous. So if you want more than one take, I suggest you keep your actors as low to ground as possible and shoot on a green screen stage. It's a little more safe that way.
And I see a lot of filmmakers that are trying to do more green screen work, more visual effects work, because it does help keep the budget down, keep people safe, stuff like that. How do you maintain the reality of what you're doing, though? Because I know that some people can kind of, I won't use the word cheap out of it, but they're just, some people aren't as familiar with the process.
Yeah, I would say for green screen, people who want to do green screen, stay away. Absolutely, so impossible.
It's because you want the monopoly on it. That's why, right?
No, I'm being honest. To do it over again, I would have looked at fly everyone to Russia. That would have been a lot of fun. No, I think that the key to doing all this kind of work is previs. You have to plan all of your stuff in advance to the utmost. You take a note from famous directors like Hitchcock.
I've heard of Hitchcock once or twice.
Yeah, he's a great guy to model your filmmaking method after, and just as much as possible to make your film, even if it's just shooting stills and then cutting it all together and then doing revisions and revisions and revisions and really planning it out. And if you don't have a lot of time, or you don't have a lot of money, but you need a lot of time, then your quality will suffer. So, and then also in working with great people, we worked with Kevin Williams and Gresham Lochner and a bunch of other really senior artists we worked with all over LA, and of course junior artists as well. We actually formed a nonprofit company called Artworks, and together we worked on this film for about 2.5 years, pulling from different student pools all over LA, people volunteering to get these shots done not only for the film but also for their reel. Now they're able to apply for other jobs, and they actually have jobs working on bigger feature films all over the country, which is really exciting for everybody. So
you kind of, you're almost like an old school George Lucas, making your own ILM. I mean, is there you have 2 challenges there, though. You're making a movie, but you're also kind of developing a company. How did you maintain, I guess, being the seniority in both, getting them both done effectively?
Having people beneath you that know what they're doing. So my wife Wynn, who is definitely in charge of more than just snacks and logistics and craft service, keeping things on a schedule and bringing in other people who can help coordinate that. We brought in Enya Foley and trained her. Now she's working at the 3rd floor previs studio, and just other people we can really depend on. Gresham Lochner was awesome in setting up a pipeline that everyone can work together on it. It's just all about organization and keeping things nailed down. But yes, creating a VFX studio to make a short film is insane. So I definitely don't recommend it, but that was what was necessary in order to make this piece possible.
And you're here at the FirstGlance Film Festival. What made you decide that you wanted to apply for this festival?
Oh, so we live here in Los Angeles. We shot it all in LA. We had a small little cast and crew intimate screening at Noman School, where some of the students came from. And then when we saw this opportunity to screen here, I've heard so many great things about FirstGlance. I produced a smaller short film a couple years ago called Collector with Brad Renfro, the late actor from the movie Pi. But essentially, FirstGlance has always been a place where filmmakers go to, show their great work. So I thought, let's apply here. And luckily, it found its audience, and all of our cast and crew are coming out for this festival. And we're super excited to be here.
We're super excited to have you here, and I want to say thank you and good luck to hopefully you get a great, strong screening, and hopefully that leads to many more people being interested in screening WALLENDA at their festivals.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.